After death, do people really reincarnate into another life? After death, what exactly happens in the end? For many centuries, humanity has been searching for an answer. If death is not the end, is it possible that it is only a transition from one state to another? This 7-year-old boy in the United States can describe in great detail how he died during the September 11th attacks and was then reborn into a new family. His story may make you rethink everything. In 2004, a boy named Cade was born. From the time he was a baby, Cade made the people around him feel that he was not an ordinary child. He was like an old man, always staring intently at others, as if asking, "Who are you?" Cade's mother said that Cade was very different from other children. He learned to crawl and walk very early, and by the age of 1.5 he was already using fairly complex words to talk with adults. At around 3 years old, Cade began talking about death, and in the middle of the night he would suddenly wake up and cry. He said that in his previous life he worked in a high-rise building, and from that office, he could even see the Statue of Liberty. Sometimes he dreamed that he and the building were falling, and then he died. This was clearly related to the September 11th attacks, yet Cade's parents had never taken him to New York, nor had they ever told him about September 11th. At first, they only thought that their son Cade simply had a vivid imagination. But what happened afterward left his parents completely stunned. Cade loved airplanes, but whenever he saw a plane flying in the sky, he became terrified as if he were seeing a monster. He also did not dare go downtown, because whenever he saw tall buildings in the city, he would feel an inexplicable fear. Cade said those buildings reminded him of the Twin Towers, and of many memories of death. He even described very precisely what he had gone through during the September 11th hijacking. Cade said that at the time he was inside a high-rise building when a plane suddenly crashed into it, and then it exploded. When he fell from the building, Cade was still alive, but immediately afterward he was struck and crushed by falling debris. Everything he said about death felt so real that Cade's mother could hardly believe it. In addition, Cade often asked his mother to change his name, because he was convinced that his name was not Cade. Faced with her son's unusual behavior, Cade's mother was extremely worried and distressed. She shared Cade's story online. After that, another mother contacted Cade's mother and said that Cade's past life experiences in death were very similar to those of her own son. However, to ease the pain on the other side, Cade's mother said she would not let the two sides meet. At the same time, she gradually came to accept and understand her son's emotions and memories. She hoped that as the child grew up, the painful memories from his past life would gradually fade away. That way, the boy would not have to carry any burden. However, his peers and the people around him mocked Cade because they thought it was just a lie that Cade had made up to deceive others. Because Cade's story could not be verified by science, his parents also felt helpless, unable to help their son convince other people to believe it. What happens after death? Does a next life really exist? Even now, there is still no exact explanation for those mysteries.